Mr. Secretary, again, as I said, there's not an indication that you yourself engaged in any wrongdoing with Jeffrey Epstein. It's the fact that you believe that you misled the country and the Congress based on your earlier statements, suggesting that you cut off all contact when in fact you had not. When you visited the private island, did you see anything inappropriate during that visit?
The only thing I saw with my wife and my children and the other couple and their children was staff who worked for Mr. Epstein on that island.
A tense exchange unfolded today in the Senate as new questions emerged about Jeffrey Epstein and whether a top Trump administration official misled the public about his past connections. During today's hearing before the Senate Commerce Committee, Senator Chris Van Hollen confronted Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick over discrepancies between his past public statements and newly released Epstein records. Van Hollen pointed to documents suggesting that Lutnick remained in contact with Jeffrey Epstein years after previously claiming he had cut ties. According to the files, Lutnick was involved in planning a meeting with Epstein and reportedly visited his private island in 2012 well after Epstein's criminal conviction. Lutnick pushed back, insisting that his interactions with Epstein were extremely limited. He told lawmakers that over a 14-year period, he recalled only 2 brief in-person meetings and roughly 10 emails. He denied having any ongoing relationship and emphasized that he had no personal or professional ties to Epstein. When pressed about the island visit, Lutnick acknowledged stopping there briefly during a family vacation. He stated that his wife, children, and caregivers were present, that the visit lasted about an hour, and that nothing inappropriate occurred. He described the stop as a lunch visit and said the family left together shortly afterward. Van Hollen made clear that the concern was not about criminal wrongdoing, but credibility. The senator reminded the committee that Lutnick had previously said he was deeply disturbed by Epstein during their first encounter and vowed never to engage with him again, statements that now appear inconsistent with later actions. Additional questions were raised about reports of a possible dinner at Epstein's New York home involving filmmaker Woody Allen, as well as references to Epstein expressing interest in meeting Lutnick's nanny. Lutnick denied any knowledge of those claims and said he had no involvement in such interactions. By the end of the exchange, Van Hollen requested that Lutnick provide all personal records related to Epstein to Congress. Lutnick responded that he had nothing to hide and expressed openness to further review. The exchange underscored ongoing questions surrounding transparency, accountability, and the lingering shadow cast by Epstein's network, particularly when it intersects with powerful figures in government. What do you think? Was this a case of misleading statements or harmless contact blown out of proportion? Drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more breaking political coverage, and stay informed as this story continues to develop.